I'm Gigi Rescue, and most of you guys know me already. And I receive many questions every day regarding childcare, au pairs, nannies, babysitters around the world. So that time we decided to make a blog every week to answer all your questions that you can look at all the time. And I hope that will answer your questions. If not, you always can get back to me and we get more detailed in whatever you need or the problems you currently have. So right now I'm with Jocelyn and she's highly interested to become an au pair.
Oh, well, I have also already took
Did you make some research about
about Aupair? I did also look about things I have to do or be prepared for the Aupair. But I did have some questions because some things were really unclear. The first question I have is, how long can I stay at my family in Switzerland?
Right, in general, an au pair year can be usually between 1 year and maximum 2 years. And the idea is basically, as you guys know, you will return to your country. It does not mean necessarily it must be Switzerland, it can be also a different country, of course. But in general, it's usually about 6 months or a year, maximum 2. Depends where you come from, also regarding your visa.
Okay. And also, if I want to travel to the country of my family, do I have to pay for the tickets to the country, or are they paying all things?
That is a very interesting question. It also depends on the country and where you come from, and if you need a visa or not. In general, the rule is if you do need a visa, but anyway, you need to make arrangements with the family about it. It must be very clear stated who's paying the cost of the travel with your actually when you come and also with your return, to make sure they actually get safe home.
That's good.
How old are you, Jocelyn?
I'm actually 16 years old.
That is very interesting because you may have heard you're allowed to be an au pair already with 17 with the agreement of your parents, and depending of the country you must be between 26 or maximum 30. So you really have to check which country you actually are allowed to be of the maximum of the age.
So when I want to have when I'm sick or broke my leg, so what's going to happen?
Well, that is also a very important question. A lot of girls don't think about it. You need to have a health insurance, and it is very, very important. So either you actually sort out at your home country a travel insurance for the time of your stay, or you actually set up different kind of health insurance in the country where you go. But this is something which is very important that you talk also with your host family about it.
My friends told me that an au pair girl has his own room or an own apartment. Is it always like that?
I'm afraid not necessarily. They should have their own room, but I've noticed, and it's okay as well, depends on the country again, sometimes even to share it with the children. So it is very important you ask, who do I share that with the children? Do you have your own room, your own space? But in general, au pair don't have their own apartment. It's very, very rare this actually happening.
Okay. Also, I had a question about how do you say that? About when I'm working, I get payments, and the payment is sometimes very risky because I think my payment is like 1,000 francs, but I just get 800. Why is it like that?
Right. It's also a very important question because every au pair, and also it depends on the country again, you have to pay sometimes special kind of tax. You pay also insurances. So that's why it's varied. So what we call it pocket money, because the idea is basically you spend the money really for your private needs, for your, for your shower gel and whatever, because the family should provide you with food or give you money for to get something to eat. in general, or if you want to travel or go somewhere by bus, and of course it's also on your own expense. Everything what the family don't agree or told you to do, it's on your own expense, which is very important to understand in general.
Some people say if you want to do au pair, you should have did something already with children, like babysitting or like helping out, being a teacher at the primary school, things like that. But I've never did that before, but I still want to do au pair.
Of course, that is absolutely possible, and I mean, it also depends on the age of the children and of the family again. But of course, most families prefer someone having more experienced girls, of course, as well, because that is the other point I like to mention. A lot of people don't realize that as an au pair, it has been expected from you, you must be flexible. Most of them have no fixed schedule. Yeah, everybody's talking about fixed schedules, but most of them don't have fixed schedules. Of course, you have your total hours, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, but on the end, you live there together as a family, and it's not like like a different kind of job where you go and leave. No, you're constantly together, and this is something you really have to be aware of. You don't have your privacy, maybe like others have, and it's something I hear a lot of girls are struggling with that. So that is something you need to understand up front.
Also, I wasn't really clear about the things I have to be. How do I have to be like with the kids? I mean, I like kids. I like to play with the kids, but it's just like that. Playing with kids and things like this is that. It's just like that. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. It's right.
I'm afraid that is also a big misunderstanding. Everybody thinks it's just babysitting, but it's not just babysitting, because it is being expected from nearly everyone that you help also in the household. I mean, and of course, if you eat with a family, this doesn't count as working time because you spend time with the family, and it's also expected. And so that I think is very important that there is no misunderstanding. Or when you get up, it is your problem when you get up. And in the end, it depends when you actually start talking and taking care of the children or whatever is agreed on, But just helping, and because just from time to time, that's also not necessarily, that is meant to be like, okay, this used to be your working time if you're just being friendly and helping. Because on the end, you can't switch off the children. It's also something we need to have in mind.
I do have family here in Switzerland. I would like to visit them, but maybe babysitting the kids. I mean, they asked me if I want to, and I could do it over here there. Is that possible?
No, not necessarily. I mean, if you have family in the same country, it's not possible. And also, it depends where you come from. You're not allowed to have maybe extra babysitting. It must be agreed with your host family in written and not verbal that you're allowed to do some extra babysitting. And sometimes it's even illegal, depends on your visa, okay? So you must be very careful if you don't want to get sent back before. I've seen a couple of girls that happened, so we try to avoid that.
And do an au pair year in a country where you have family isn't allowed.
That is correct, yes. She should not go where you have family or you speak the same language. This is usually not permitted. This is not the idea, because you go to a country, you learn the language and also the culture. But of course, if your uncle and your cousin from far, far away, of course, there is no problem. But it's like first a second relative. It's not, shouldn't be.
I have also a question about the language. I mean, if I'm going to French, you have to speak French if I'm going to Paris or like to Lyon, or just English?
Right, so that's where you go in the area. As example, when we talk about Switzerland, when you go to Lyon or to Paris, of course, then you have to speak French, and then you learn the language. But of course, if the host family speaks English, of course you can learn French and English at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think most things I wasn't clear about because I was looking in the internet, making research, but there is not a lot of things to find out. And I was really happy that you explained me a lot of things. Now I have time to think that all again, but I know now what it is, the nature and what it takes to do all the stuff, and babysitting and playing with kids, and how you have to be in a family, and where do you go, and how do you go, and how do you do all the paperwork. Because I thought maybe just go there, hang around, and have fun time. But it's different, and you have also to be flexible, play with the kids, help in the house, and be with the family. And also you have to do all the paperwork. It's a lot, and I didn't think that. But it was nice to know that, and then she helped me with that because I was kind of scared. Because I'm still 16 and I don't know anything about au pair, and it's my first time. And
It's exactly that's what I'm there for, and I'm very happy, you know, that you came along. Because the problem is there are many questions regarding being au pair and not, and everybody's giving you different kind of advice. But as I said, it's very generalized. But of course, if you have specific questions regarding your stay or whatever, ask me, contact an agency or whatever, and we try to help. And we will try to get the next topic next week, and we wish you a nice day. Bye.